you asked me earlier if I ever want to volunteer, and maybe there's still a little piece of me that even being out of it, that still wants to do a little bit. My truck went to some place where it's continuing to be used. When I left my agency, I made sure that everything that I had always set up, all the academy stuff was all set up and organized for the next people that go on. And, I hope that by doing this and doing what I've done, I hope I've continued it even when I'm gone.
And that's
same with Mission Manager.
That's a legacy.
I hope people continue to use Mission Manager. That's my continuing giving. And I hope that means something to somebody.
I think Olaf is the right person, the guy who's dealing with it now, Olaf Walters. I think he's the right person to do it because he really does care. It's not just about money, and it was never just about money with you at all. That's what distinguished you, in between. And, I saw somewhere out there, and I think California's all one neighborhood because that's the way we think about things when we're in another state. But I saw a guy has a six-wheeled military vehicle for sale parked out in front of his garage, and I'm just thinking, I hope that you never get detoured and you end up driving down that street because that could be the next adventure. Because you could go, honey, guess what? Look outside.
As I've gotten older, though, when I was younger, in my younger days, I used to love to work on cars, and that was one of my little hobbies. And getting out there and banging your knuckles and that sort of thing. And as I've gotten older, that just doesn't have the same. Getting all greasy and doing that sort of stuff anymore just doesn't have its same appeal.
It's the bending and getting under anything. Because it's. I drop my keys, they roll into the car, and I'm cursing like 18th century prospector. Just made up
that little 4-foot grabber thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, it really. I actually bought one of those. It was on sale somewhere, and there should be a way to make them cooler and put like lightning bolts or fire on them or something, so it looks like you're reaching faster, but. Yeah, it's like everything that drops rolls away from you and just mocks you after 50. And you don't get injured. I try to explain to people, and we had a little talk about getting older. You don't get injured at 50 by, you're kind of as bulletproof as you were in some ways. You get injured by doing stuff like reaching and pulling something out of the back seat like a heavy case and just twisting and grabbing it, opening a window wrong or something like that. Or, climbing a ladder and waving at a neighbor, and all of a sudden, oh, that's a thing I can't do anymore, And or crawling under something and going, this car must be sinking because I used to fit under it and I don't anymore. So the suspension must be dropping or something, which is something else we have to look for. But I really, I appreciate all that you did through Mission Manager. I appreciate it helped us many times. We didn't use it so much in the field, but it just, the amount of work it cut down. And when you're calling up 30 volunteers to find their availability, the amount of work it cut down on scheduling was tremendous, because we used to have to tie 2 people up to just make calls and just get people out. Mm-hmm. And now, through that and other similar products, but that just did it the best. The calendar was just the best in there. And when we would do it, we would do the call, we'd have our confirmation, and then we'd have to have people call maybe 3 people, and it just made it so much easier. And there's, it's a testament to, if you have a skill set, you can find a way to help if you want to help. It really is.
Well, I got lucky in that I had it was the crossover, being able to do the technical stuff with the search and rescue, and it was kind of a oddity that those 2 things came together for that. So thank you for the appreciation. It means a lot to me.
Sure. And last thing, did you sell all your rope gear?
No, I don't. I did not. I can't bear to. You know what? I still break that gear out every once in a while. We had a neighbor, we were building a porch on the back of her house, and we had to lift this beam, and it was like a 6 by 12, 22 feet long thing, weighed 300 pounds or something. And we got out 2 ladders, and we rigged a haul system on either side. And we had other neighbors coming out, sitting lawn chairs, watching us, like, what are they doing?
Oh, here comes Pythagoras. This is going to be a show. Yeah.
So no, you're gonna have to pull my rope gear out of my cold dead hands. So we're saving that.
I'm the same way. It'll be hanging off of my wheelchair at the nursing home, and I'm the same way because my rope gear is still cool. It's still cool. It's still, and I still, like I said at the beginning, I'm so snotty about rope gear. And, you know, when somebody grabs a carabiner and says, oh, keychain holder, I'm like, give me that back, you disgusting.
What are you talking about?
And, I remember I had a girl who did, she worked at a place where women dance, and she was doing SAR for a while, and she had friends that danced, and they wanted to learn knots because people wanted knots. And I said, rope is not a toy. Ed, I'm not going to teach you that. And I just got so sanctimonious about it. She still reminds me about how your eyes just roll back in your head. How dare you? You know, and then I don't know if you're this bad, but I have this constant battle with people on the team where they'll be using the wrong rope for stuff. It's like we'll be at something and a banner will be held up, and I go, "Who gave you that rope?"
You are hanging this banner with Prussics? What is your problem?
What are you doing? That rope is $1 a foot. And I have rope for you to use on that, or bungee cords. Are you animals? This is not a barn. This is civilization. And people are frequently walking away like, I don't care. I don't even know what he's talking about now. You know, you know, the outrage of the rope thespian is also always a lonely burden to bear.
Yes,
but
I do still like the ropes. Always will.
How much rope gear do you have if you had to guesstimate on the thousands of dollars of value?
Oh yeah, thousands of dollars of value.
you gotta be between 10 and 25 grand worth of rope gear, right?
Oh, I don't think I'm that high. I don't think it's quite that high. Maybe 5.
5?
Yeah.
With the price of steel carabiners, with the price of good rope. Pulleys.
Yeah, I remember I bought them years ago. So.
And you're not you're not doing the. I love the thing where they say you've got to get rid of all your rope gear, every 5 years, and you've got to, if a carabiner was dropped on grass on a sunny day, it's got to be thrown away, and all these different manufacturers things. And I'm pretty much like when somebody says, oh, we dropped this carabiner, but you dropped on dirt. Yeah, but we got to get rid of it. I'm like, well, get rid of it right here, and we'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put it in my pack. It's okay.
We'll take it. It'll be a backup or a training one. But thank you very much.
That's great for lifting up neighbors' beams on their porch. So. Yeah.
And thank you. And I'll follow up with you. I'll touch base with you. And I didn't get that picture. It
should be in your email.
I'll double check, but thank you very much.
If you didn't get it, let me know. And it was a pleasure to talk to you. And thank you for the time, and thank you for what you do as well.
Okay, take care, Michael.
All right, you have a good rest of your evening now. I think in your part of the country.
Yep. Bye bye.
Good night.